will take off in about 12-ish minutes or whatnot. Technically, we're training. Having a training session for the next couple of days. Try to help you sharpen your skills, your talents, all that good stuff. So I'll be right back in a minute. I'm gonna go take my little smoke break, and I'll be back. And we can have some training. no worries, Scooby. On man, I get it. Life happens, brother. Shoot, we were running with at least 10 to 12 pilots, and then I guess life happens. So, can't get mad at nobody for that stuff. All right, so pretty much the training that we're doing today is very simple. So our first training exercise is when we take off. All right, if you can watch my cursor here. This is your vertical speed, pretty much your feet per minute kind of situation. So I want y'all to see if y'all can keep this number to 300 as accurately and evenly as possible. This is going to help you with your levelization or learning, your ascension. It kind of gives you control. And once we get done, once we get to about 8,000 feet, I think that's what I said. Yeah, we get to 8,000 feet. We're going to do what is called an emergency. It's like emergency situation. Pretty much, you kind of run low on fuel. Something happens or whatever. So pretty much, a lot of people believe that when you don't put propane and fuel into the balloon after a certain amount, it'll collapse. That's surprisingly not true. So the next goal for that is to, once we get to 8,000 feet, we are going to quit burning, and we're going to descend. And pretty much, I want y'all to hold off and see how long y'all can go down without having to hit the burner before the balloon collapses or touch the ground. I don't think we're going to touch the ground on this part. That's why I'm getting us to 8,000. So it's like an emergency situation training exercise. And then once we get back down with that, while we're when we get ready to do our landing, planning shit. Sorry. That's when we'll do the ground surfing. Pretty much, we'll just try to stay as low as we can to the ground, as accurately, as possible, and for how long. And then we'll land. It's a simple training exercise to kind of help sharpen your skills and also kind of give you a little knowledge of certain things, especially in emergency situations. So, we're gonna get ready to get started here. He said, never mind. No, what I'm saying, I got it in order like that because we're gonna rise at 300 feet per minute, per minute or whatever, until we get to 8,000, and then we're gonna do our emergency. Like, oh no, something happened. We only got a little bit of fuel left. So that's when, and then we're going to do the ground surfing. So kind of keep us from doing extra shit. All right. Well, no further ado, ladies and gentlemen. I guess this is going to be us today. We're going to be training here in Albuquerque for the next several days. And so yeah, for our first challenge, our first training thing, we're going to go ahead and try to keep our vertical speed, our feet per minute at 300. And then once we get to 8,000, we'll kind of float evenly until we can get ready. Then we'll do the second training and then the third. So thank y'all for showing up this morning. I hope y'all have a beautiful day, beautiful flight. Stay safe, have a safe landing, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Alright, so my goal right now is to get my vertical speed to even 300 as much as I possibly can. Now you're going to have what they call false lift when you first take off. You think, you're going to think you're taking off, but it's called false lift and it'll actually drop you down. So we're going to try our average 300 feet per minute. Alright, I'm at 315. That's going to, now remember, you got to be a couple steps ahead of yourself. not working. Alright, so boom, 295, 300, 310. Now it's going to fluctuate a little bit, obviously. But your goal is to get average of 300. And it'll also give you a chance to get used to your balloon and everything else too. Well, we'll do 8,000 feet above ground, not altitude. I forgot way up here, but the above ground is 8,000 feet. Yeesh. I'm telling you, it's hard, man. It's hard to keep it at the even 300. Not easy. Too much. It's hard, huh? Yeah, copy that, Joe. Yeah, I messed up just now. I went way below 300 because I looked off screen. Oh, yeah, pretty much when we get to 8,000 above ground, you're gonna just we're gonna even everything out, and then we'll get the green light, and then we'll just see how far we can go without burning. All right, so I'm at 270. Oh, too much. Oh, too much. Maybe not. All right. I'm at 290, 295, 290. Sometimes you have to do like double burns and stuff like that. How y'all doing? How y'all doing with the 300? I'm struggling. I'm there, but I'm struggling. Hey, how'd you get in front of me, Joe? What's going on? Alright, so I'm about to be at 1,000 feet ground level. Having trouble keeping it at 300. It's like you get there, you don't want to overdo it either. Copy that, y'all. Copy that. I mean, I'm watching the shadows too, so. I mean, anywhere between 250 and 350 is like a good bumper. A buffer is what I'm saying, not a bumper. That's too much. Yeah. I'm in between 285 and like 310 right now, which is not bad. About 280. That's all good. I mean, we're all going the same speed. I know it took off before y'all. Oh man, I just caught an updraft. Woo. I caught an updraft just now, y'all. False lift, y'all be careful. So that means we're gonna drop a little quicker than we normally do. But that wasn't our fault. I just caught a big old gust of false lift wind. That was crazy.
I feel like we're sort of right
I know this is Albuquerque, so like the winds are bipolar than anything around here.
So I have to believe they've
I got everything alive on mine.
when you're done, you wrap it up and it checks the face.
All live, brother. 7:31. Like I said, the more the more west we go, the less we're gonna have to mess with the weather settings because it's all gonna be literally natural.
It's pretty stable. I think the screen is what I wrote. But it was like, I see you about that. First thing you do. Probably right. It is. This one is. That's the church.
But yeah, Belgium was a beautiful place to fly in, brother. Like, that was amazing.
I think they do. And they built up these new because it used to just slope off.
I still like that silver DNA looking sculpture or whatever next to, I guess, one of your football stadiums. Or like a little theme park or something too, but that was pretty cool. That was like one of my favorite parts of the thing this past week.
That they could use as dorms for their students, right?
Yeah, now we got this. Oh god, yeah, you're right. Now you're moving the other way. See, the fairgrounds are off this way.
Right.
But the wind, when I first started, was going that way. Now we're going this way towards the top. It's fine. We got plenty of landing areas. Alright, so right now I'm going about a little over under 300 feet per minute. About to be 27
Faster than us, yeah.
100 feet above ground. And this is also a good part, I'd say a good number of, my brain's not working this morning, I'm sorry. The number about the average vertical speed with fuel. Kind of like if you drive down the interstate and you put your shit on like cruise control, it's like 60, 65 miles per hour, and it's supposed to save you the most fuel. That's what 300 average area is kind of compared to that. You'll save your most fuel going about 300 average feet per minute ascension or descension. See, y'all learning shit today.
Opposite directions, it looks like he's really moving, doesn't it?
See, Scooby's down there. What's up, Scooby? I'm about to be pushing that video out again today, bro. I just found it and I downloaded it back. I accidentally erased it off my phone. I forgot to take the yellow flag out, but I don't really care. It's not competing right now. Da 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 da.
Yeah, on a day like today, it's hard to predict when the ground wind will change because it's a bit of heat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the original one, but when I get some time this week, because life's been lifing me lately, I'm gonna do another one. You know what I mean? So we're gonna add because I have to go through a lot of my streams and shit and save things and certain pictures and videos. It's a lot, man. So don't worry, it's in the making, and then I'm gonna be making one for the Albuquerque one for sure, and maybe the Nashville one. So we're getting a northwest wind now at 11 knots. Still averaging about 275 to 325 on the D-speed, so whatever. I hate that they had the stadiums always flat, bro. I'm like a sports dude, so like this shit kind of pisses me off. It ruins my experience, Microsoft. So, I made a post on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, tell me your mind perspective on this. I pretty much said, hey, what about the balloons? I've got me and several balloonists and pilots are wanting to help make make the balloon experience way better and more realistic. And some guy, he commented, he says, the balloons are fine with me. So pretty much I'm like, what about hot air balloons, y'all? Me and several balloonists and pilots want to help y'all out with improvements and overall realism with what comes with ballooning. Now, and then his response was, the balloons are fine with me. Now, what is that like, in your mind, what is that trying to say he's trying to tell you, or tell me? Like, they're good the way they are, or I agree. Like, because if you say you good the way they are, and you don't know shit about balloons, or you don't care, so, you know what I mean? People are weird, man. Look at me getting all distracted and shit. Slacking. Alright, so we're about halfway to 8,000. Yeah, I just wanted to ask y'all, how would y'all like take that, you know? Oh, well, we don't care about that guy. Apparently his profile is locked too, so he's the Australian government from Canberra, ACT. I don't think he's with the Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's just another simmer. Like, they need to have pretty much press this button, don't let me press press right now. So pretty much we need like, you know, the pie ball. We need like the chase crew truck, even if it ain't like the crew. You know what I'm saying? Have it to where you have to open up the trailer doors or back from the back of a truck, put it together, you know, like bring the fan out, all that. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all doing everything else for the balloons. I mean, for the helicopters and aeroplanes. Like, right, you're right, Joe. And I'm not even asking to get paid for the shit. I just want a balloon livery of Bayou Man Gaming on that bit. That's all. That's all I ask. And then I will help out whatever I can. Shit. Not like we asking for, you know. Different types of balloons. Make a whole career thing out of it. I mean, technically they do. Shit, I don't know. They can make it happen, bro. They can make it freaking happen. A lot of them be lazy as fuck. I mean, maybe so, Scooby, but I mean, there's always a way, you know what I mean? There's always a way. Trust me, because you can encode, like when I was trying to create custom liveries, it's like a lot of coding and decoding. So, I mean, you can, that's why they have this new option called add-ons in the game. So you can, and they can make it as an add-on, you know what I mean? Like, so there's ways to do it, my boy. It's just, a lot of people are lazy, and especially with the economy right now, like there's a lot of layoffs going on. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's challenging, and I get it. I'm not mad at them, you know what I mean? But there's definitely ways, my boys. Trust me. There's always a way. Yep. The balloon glow shit. See, we can have balloon glows, but it doesn't do that. It doesn't do right. You know? Yeah, everything. You right. There is a way, brother. Trust me. Alright, so now we're headed into the city. So now we got a whole new wind. So now we're kind of going back this way towards the fairgrounds, actually. So we are at 55 plus, going about 56. And it's not just spelling, brother. It's the smartphones and the stupid phones that think they can spell, and you type something and it puts something else, and you're flying and distracted. Uh-oh, that's the wrong thing. So now you good, brother. But no, they can. I think there's a. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely easy fix, my boy. Definitely easy fix. But see, like I'm about to show you right here. Go back over here, boy. This is what I'm talking about. Add-ons. They can actually do stuff to improve it and then place it in the add-ons, and then that's when we can, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's always a way. I think they did that because of situations like this. So. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 6,000 ground level, not altitude, because obviously that we don't want our balloons going down that far. So when we get about the 8,000 feet, we're going to try to hold that altitude for about 5 minutes. And then once we get ready, we'll do our last burn, and then we'll drop to see how far we can go without having to add fuel to the balloon. You'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised at how long that balloon will float down without having to put your burner to it. Joe, where you going? Joe, and where you going?
Terry has more speed than these guys. Is that your sense as well?
He's caught up with them.
No, I see you here. We just not at 8,000 feet yet. I was wondering if you was all right. But you dropped really quick. Yeah, once we get to 8,000 ground level, we'll hold it about 5 minutes, and then we'll do our last burn, and then we'll do our emergency situation training. Get out the way. I'm gonna go ahead and get my reserve ready to roll. Hey Scooby, you don't have like a Facebook or nothing like that, huh? I'm not sure if I asked you that already. But me and Joseph can add you and keep you more updated on what's going on with everything. Alright, so I'm about to be reaching 7,000 above ground feet. So, since I'm pretty much, about to my max limit. Alright, yeah, just me and Joseph gonna find your way, add you, my boy. Alright, so now we're about to get to 8,000, so I don't have to really hold the 300. I mean, I can if I want. But I'm trying to I'm getting ready to cap out at 8, so I'm trying not to go over 8,000 either. So once I get to 8,000 above ground, I'm going to try to keep this level, and then we'll drop and do our emergency training about 5 minutes later. Alright, so I am pretty much halfway to the 8,000 from the 7,000. And this actually is going to help us bring us into Albuquerque. And then of course I'll probably bring us back out that way, but who knows, it's Albuquerque, it can bring us way back this way. A little too much of a burn, but it's alright.
Strange in that it's slowed down
is 7,800.
That carrier was in a layer. Must be a shear up here somewhere.
Alright, I'm like 200, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to level her out.
And you were climbing a little bit and noticed that you necessarily cold. I think we bumped up.
I'm on above ground. Alright, so I'm about to reach my 8,000 cap. Now I'm gonna try to hold at 8,000. So pretty much here on this situation, it's pretty much if you have like a really bad leak, say for instance you're in the air and you have a really bad leak, and you can either you got limited supply or it's just like emergency reasons. This is to show, this kind of gives you familiarity of an emergency situation where you have to use your burner less. And a lot of people believe that if you don't add fuel within like a couple of minutes or seconds that your balloon's going to collapse. Which that honestly, like I said, is going to surprise you people. Believe it or not, I think it's like 8 minutes, 7 minutes or something if you really do your homework. But it's pretty much an emergency situation where you have to use less fuel and the balloon does not collapse as quickly as a lot of people think. So it's kind of give you an idea, kind of give you a feel for your balloon. Also the real life emergency situation like that. Now like normally sometimes what happened was, okay, there's a leak up here, right? So can't use these. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use one of the tanks, which is usually a twist bar somewhere around here. So you would have to just, you know, kind of use your hand to twist it and burn off the propane. But the thing is, the propane is like a 2-3 second delay. So. I mean, yeah, we can go over the city first. I'm trying to maintain my 8,000. Like I said, anything with 50 above and below is pretty damn good. Of course, my headphones are making weird static shit. It only does it on Microsoft. It only does it on this game.
I would be paying very close attention to the airport to see if that 120 ground wind starts to change. If it does change, and let's say the ground wind goes 090, that changes your profile quite a bit. And unfortunately, Murphy's Law is right at the end, and strands you out in the middle of nowhere with. I think that's one of the things that Colorado Springs really that doesn't happen everywhere else is that sense of.
Oh, after the emergency, I'm sorry, Scooby, I read that shit wrong. So pretty much, kind of like ground surfing or tickling the grass, as they call it. Pretty much, you'll just get ground level and see how long and how close you can stay to that ground, and with the distance without touching the ground with the balloon basket. That's all it is. It's kind of help with, when you're coming in for targets or, whatever, whatnot, when you're in competition. There might be that one little speed that you might need. It's only very thin. It can be on that ground layer, and so it's just to hone in and tighten and sharpen your skills. That's all. My bad. My brain's not working this morning. My brain said, bitch, we've been working way too much, and too much. I'm taking a day off.
Land on the base. Right. In that open area of the base. The gray building here is a PT.
So we're going to continue to maintain this.
We're pretty sensitive about that. That gray building and the little ground building in the south side of the office when we were over the other day. Yeah, pretty close. I actually came and flew past the tower over the golf course. Numbers, and you can see where the old gate is. Oh yeah. So it's that thing that I remember.
I just thought it was interesting. Having pictures of that.
Just know in October, this whole place is gonna be crazy with balloons.
Right.
Especially once I find out what Friday it is.
We weren't anywhere near those, but
Scooby, you might be able to hang in there for a little bit longer. But at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the United States, sometime in October, I think it might be the second Friday of the Balloon Fiesta. But the actual Microsoft Flight Simulator people, they actually hold like a balloon thing out here. So I'll let y'all know, and we all bring the balloon tribe and kind of invade. It's worth it though, Scooby. If you can afford just like a one sleep in or a night or a few nights, a few hours of lost sleep, it's worth it, dude. Oh my gosh! Like I flew in the first annual last year. Hundreds of simmers and balloons.
It is interesting. I mean, it's a fun flight.
Amazing.
To go over the city. But for me, I wouldn't have made that.
All right,
choice
so I'm
just
at
because I feel
48%
like that's a
fuel.
much harder direction to seek landing.
And we're technically headed back this way. The fairground's over there. Now I know you got a lot of, you're on a whole different sleep schedule and everything with us. I was just letting you know, like if you can, like if you, you know what I'm saying, on the sim game, if you can just afford one night of a little bit of lost sleep, bro, I'm telling you, it is worth it, brother. Worth it.
It does look like he's coming back across my
And I don't see a lot of north to him.
I'm talking and getting distracted and shit. Alright, got some nice little winds pushing us right here. Let's see if we're going this way. If I can turn in my fuel. Okay, right on. I mean, you'll probably lose about 4 hours of sleep.
207 to 0607 in a pretty short period of time.
But I'm actually about to
Yeah,
take the evenings
Joey
and
might
push
have
it
a
up 1 hour.
060. Well, no.
We'll figure
It's
it
more
out.
like he's
I think it's for the competitions though. We're gonna do that for the competitions. Giving it a try.
So we're turning a little lefter, which is nice.
Hey, bro. I mean, like you said, I get it. I know life happens. You got life, but you might have a day off or something the next day. Just saying, if you ever, it's worth it, brother. And they only fly for about an hour, obviously, because technically in real life, balloon can fly for 2 hours, but there's about an hour and a half. Definitely pretty cool.
Keep getting north.
You'll see a lot of people crashing their
Then
shit
coming
though.
back gets you up north.
Not really, it wasn't that bad.
Field is good by Space Village. Whatever demo area is fine.
I mean, we're about to be in summer now, so. We have like daylight saving times and stuff like that, if that's what you're asking. You know these governments be doing shit their own different way, but similar.
Yeah, he's just almost
We ain't nothing but little puppets on strings for him, bro. Alright. So Joe said he's ready. I mean, we really not going nowhere in particular. We're going back up this way. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one final burn. And then we're going to let this baby pretty much, see this little thermometer right here? Do about 80 and then stop burning. Like this, watch. Once it gets to 80. Alright, that's it. Boom. I'm at 8,000.
No confusion which one to go.
That's it.
I've been confused by it.
So,
That happened to me in the
no.
windy landing. I reached up, grabbed the wrong one, and it only
905.
cost me half a second. It made my landing less delightful than I wanted. You know?
I know it's gonna be tempting to hit that burner. Don't do it. Trust your balloon and trust your instinct.
That our speed and direction is as dependent on altitude as it is sort of the whim of the gods today.
It does seem variable. But the general idea of coming up here and driving this way has been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Pretty much.
So Brooke is not down. Let's see what he does. He's going to be outside. He's been up about 45 minutes. So
We've been flying for 45 minutes already. Damn. Pretty close. Y'all gonna be surprised, man.
I think we're feeling that turbulence.
Like I'm just now going. I'm just now at 8,000 feet again. Alright, so I burned up, and then
I mean, like, you could see
now-
both of us are looking at the instrument. It's like, oh, something just happened.
It makes
Faster
sense.
than
The
we're cooling
instrument
the
right
water,
here,
that's for sure.
it'll drop to about 20 before you're really gonna need to burn.
You know
Sometimes
we
it might
have
drop a
access
little bit
south
below
of
that.
Space Village in that open area? Sort of.
Just like I said, just watch your balloon. You know, if you start seeing any movements or whatever, just hang in there.
Okay.
At one point I thought that was logged, but that's been a year ago.
Check down here, we're at 29 Celsius. We're dropping at 725 feet per minute.
The other day, like the last couple of weeks,
Balloon still got its shape.
didn't look particularly locked, but
Does the gate into the house have
it had been locked.
26 and dropping on Celsius, 775 vertical speed.
It's hit and miss. Go all the way out, right out to the top of this bus. I retrieved somebody that way. I think it was,
Now we're at 21 degrees Celsius, 865 something. Incline,
Sean
in,
Wicks, now I think about it.
increasing,
Okay.
decreasing.
That is a long time
Yeah.
ago.
You gotta trust your balloon, Scooby. Trust your balloon. See how it's starting to move a little bit? That's how I know I'm at 18 degrees Celsius, 17.
So I feel like Troy has gone north because we.
Alright, so I'm dropping at 900 feet now. See how my balloon's starting to move?
Because we've been at the same level.
Right, well, he actually climbed quite a bit. He was
Oh, did
going
he?
all
Okay.
over
But you need to look more of the ripcord. Alright, so I'm now at 9. at 15 degrees Celsius. Balloon still in there. Now once it starts to flap, then you burn. Now we're dropping at 930 feet per minute. Look at that. Still in the air, y'all. Alright, so now it's starting to move. So that's going to be your signal right there. See how it kind of jerks? We're now 1,000 feet per minute and falling. Alright, so now, see my balloon starting to move. Now watch these ripcords right here. Between the red. Alright, see how it's starting to fold in?
So Brook looks to be moving
One,
slow.
2,
I would say a little north of
3. So I dropped mine down to 8 degrees Celsius. Okay, good. Y'all are alive. Alright, cool. Y'all saw that though? I was able to get my balloon down to 8 degrees Celsius. Probably could have done a little bit more, but better safe than sorry. But that's pretty much what that is, guys. I mean, see how that balloon, it lasted a long time, didn't it? See, when it starts to like buckle in like that, you gotta start throwing some fuel in there. Shit, that was not bad at all, man. But like I said, it also makes you get more familiar with your balloon and how it works on the game, at least. And don't collapse, bro.
exactly. It's encouraging for us.
All right, so now we'll get to our surfing ground. Roof shopping cart. This fucking Family Guy, bro. Yeah, you caught yourself an updraft there. You gotta be careful because that's gonna cause you to have a very fast descent. You have to look. Burn, 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 burn.
Yeah, I think he's descending. I can't quite tell what direction he's going.
Good job, Skibby. Now to do some ground surfing, and then we'll call it a day. Pretty nifty little area. Pretty nifty. I don't know. I like Belgium. That was a beautiful place to fly. Uh-oh, Scooby. Uh-oh, Scooby. No, Scooby. Get up, Scooby. No. Burn up. Burn, 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 burn. Good save, my boy. Good save. Nice. It's a lovely neighborhood down here. Watch this. Man, I don't see hardly nobody out here either. That's crazy. Like, I see nobody. mean, are we missing something here? Alright, now for the easy one. Well, you gotta be careful of all kind of power lines and shit. Do some ground surfing, if possible, or tree topping. However you want to do it, whatever we can work with. You got some power lines below you there, Scooby. I'm sure you see them. Oh yeah, see, he already called it. Good job. Appreciate the lookout. Appreciate the lookout. Trying to get more in y'all's little path. Get on down, baby. Very nice, y'all. Very nice. Oh, Scooby hit a house. They got homeowners insurance. You all right, bro? So you ate the first one. I mean, my first flight at 11 years old, on my birthday, we flew into a house. It wasn't our fault. The winds took it though. Picked us up picked us up through the trees, over power lines, and into a house. Real talk. Turn my microphone more over this shit. People still driving on the wrong side of the road around here. Ground surfing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try to maintain. Now you have to also, take in the fact of hills and stuff. So I mean, you have to. It's a challenge. It's not as easy as people think. It's so peaceful. How look? Can you go? How look? Can you go? And if you have a chance to watch a shadow, always watch a shadow of your balloon. Very good indicator. Wrong button. good, brother. Copy that.
Are we waiting for this video or are we going to go on? I would agree, especially with
The grass is floating in the air. Microsoft, what the fuck we doing, bro? That's terrible. Copy that on landing spots, everyone. You have safe landings, guys. Looks like Joe landed next to a parking lot. Yeah, Scooby over there. Yeah, sorry about the other morning, Scooby, too, by the way, when I had to end my stream earlier. Bro, when I say it felt like someone was punching me in my back as hard as they possibly can, dude, constantly, it was so painful. That shit, bro, Yeah, I normally don't do that, but I could not. I couldn't breathe. It sucked.
And so if we're going to go up past where the power line
We
starts,
got Joe Chips is
so
down.
depending if it's really slow, there is some shoulders on
Scooby
24
coming in
there.
for a landing.
If you see that big, if you're that far to the
Nice landing, Scooby. Nice landing.
you can get access from Mark 7.
Yep.
However,
Guess I'm the only one left.
the space between 24 and Mark 7 is generally pretty difficult.
Like, my back is still kind of sore, but this shit sucked off. So terrible.
Again, depending on if you're giving up how fast you can
Headed towards you, Joe. We'll be just on the right side of you, though, so far, what it looks like. Is this a Walmart or something? I need to get something from this stuff. how the ground looks like this. It's like shitty as hell, bro. Like,
I think
they
the
come a
airport
long
right
way
there
with me.
is
Y'all got a long way to go with this
2010.
shit. Throw some Unreal Engine mix in this bitch. Alright, so we're heading in. We're going to do a little park line. Now remember, guys, keep your hands, feet, head, and everything inside of the basket. Please do not hold on my cord. Do not hit my burner. Do not touch my air tanks. You can hold on this. 2 hands at all possible, please. Put your knees at 40 to 60 degrees. Do not get out the basket until I tell you so for your own safety. Oh, by the way, put all your phones away. Anything loose that can possibly be broken, loose, or whatever. Here we go. You good? You ain't gotta move. I'm a beat though. Good job, baby. Nice landing. Look at that. I got the crew people here with me today. What the hell's going on? Drop it down. Drop it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Yes.
I mean, kind of, somewhat. I mean, technically, that's actually perfect, huh? What's about? That's crazy. Oh, man. Hey, Scooby, dude, hey, it was always good having you with us, my boy.
Before we get to those,
We'll be doing training again for the next few days. I have different exercises for everybody to do. And we'll get back on our tour to Albuquerque, the Balloon Fiesta. So, shout out to Scooby, shout out to Joe Chips, shout out to all of y'all people that decided y'all want to watch and take some time out of your life to enjoy this beautiful flight that we're doing. We'll be back this evening as well. And for more training. Balloon pilots, simulators, come hang out with me. Antisocial. This is your boy Body Man Gaming. Have a rest of you awesome weekend. Stay badass, stay good at it, stay whatever. If anybody that says something negative, just tell them.